Good afternoon and welcome to Solent Sports News. I'm Matt Ponter, joined in the studio with Patrick Austin-Hardy. Patrick, what have we got coming up today?
We've got plenty of local stories coming just for you. Eastleigh's youth team claimed victory against Woking in midweek, but what does the future have in store for new and upcoming players? Solent University officially launched their new gym complex this week. We went to see what it is like. But has this affected other gyms in Southampton? Stay tuned to find out. And we will also be going live to the Staplewood training ground, where Seb Zaney is waiting to tell us the latest ahead of Southampton's game against Chelsea on Sunday.
But first, some breaking news. Rochdale's Luke Matheson has been called up to the England under-18 squad. The 17-year-old scored his first goal at Old Trafford last week and will be part of a squad that will face Poland, Slovakia and Austria away from home.
Eastleigh FC's academy side beat Woking on penalties in a thrilling FA Youth Cup qualifying round tie. The Spitfires needed a late equaliser to draw the game 3-3 in normal time. Captain and goalkeeper Charlie Philbott scored the decisive penalty to cue jubilant celebrations. But where does the future lie for the young Spitfires? Here's Luke Sutcliffe with more.
After last season's playoff semi-final appearance, all eyes may have been on Eastleigh Football Club's first team. But Wednesday night saw a different group of Spitfires take to the Silver Lake pitch. The FA Youth Cup gave Eastleigh under-18s a chance to impress and work their way closer to playing in the National League squad. It may not have been a sellout crowd or an opportunity for normal matchday facilities to be open to spectators, but many aspects of the club still ran like usual. This included media and also the appearance of several first-team staff members. Amongst those watching was first-team goalkeeping coach Ross Flitney, who also helped with training pre-match. Jason Bristow, assistant first-team manager and head of youth development at Eastleigh, was in attendance and believed the match was a good opportunity for the youngsters to show off their ability.
It's key. I think Strevs has highlighted that as well in getting the players involved in first-team training and obviously the Hampshire Cup games and things like that. So, we're really important that we keep these players, see their development and see where it can lead to. And as Strevs has already shown, he's not frightened to play them in the first team as well. So, it's a great opportunity for these lads.
And no player has benefited more from the Spitfires' chancing youth than academy graduate Tom Bearwish. Ben Strevens, or Strevs as his assistants call him, brought the young striker on against Torquay United a week ago and saw him score a 92nd minute winner. It's players like him that under-18s manager Luke Hardy thinks should be knocking on the door of the club's first-team boss.
Yeah, I mean, all the boys are decent footballers, but these games there's maybe a little bit more pressure on it, playing on the first-team pitch, a little bit of a crowd, so we're looking for who can maybe handle that little bit of pressure and catch the eye of the first-team guys that are here watching today.
The young Eastleigh team were level at the end of 90 minutes and ran up 5-3 winners after a dramatic penalty shootout. After drawing Mangotsfield United in the next round, the academy side will be hoping they can showcase their talents once more.
In local news, Solent University's brand new sports complex opened for the public this week. The multi-million-pound building has attracted attention from both students and public alike. Correspondent Matt Saavedra was there to find out more.
In celebration of the first week's grand opening of the new Solent Sports Complex, we're going to be going in and see what all the fuss is about. Let's go. The purpose-built complex gives students, professionals and the general public an endless amount of facilities and equipment to use at their leisure. What do you think a multi-million sports complex would have? Solent's new complex has an endless amount of opportunities, including 3 whole levels of gym space, one of 2 in the country purpose-built basketball courts with a capacity of 540, and a top-floor fitness studio with a total of 23 changing facilities. We spoke to those involved in the facility to see what they had to say.
I mean, the space in terms of this facility is probably 4 times the size of the facility that the students were using previously. The equipment is state-of-the-art, all completely brand new, and it also supports a number of other projects, particularly for Solent PT, where the students here on the courses in the 2nd and 3rd years, they'll have clients coming in from outside and staff within the university to train as well. So it's a huge help.
I think it's very helpful because we've got new equipment here, so especially for people on fitness courses, they can learn how to train their clients more efficiently, and then we've got new facilities for everybody to use.
The good thing is you don't even need to be a Solent student to join. Anyone's welcome at the Solent Sports Complex. Starting fees begin at £26 for the general public and only £21 for students. Begin your fitness journey today.
Jerk it out.
That last shot there said press to exit. I want to get started. I want to go into that building. I can't wait to start using it.
I know.
I don't know about you.
Like you've ever seen a gym. Anyways, the opening of Solent University's new gym facility has been a huge success. Many people have registered already, with fitness fans from all over Southampton joining. Local gyms have especially noticed the complex, with some customers switching to the updated facilities. Philip Peroni reports.
The recent opening of Solent's new training complex promises to offer affordable and high-quality fitness options for residents of the city. But another gym means more competition for the local rivals, who face a new challenge in their bid to attract customers. The hustle and bustle in city living makes for an interesting afternoon for most people, especially here in Southampton, where a new gym has just opened at Solent Uni. However, what's the impact for the local economies? Rival Centre Energy Fitness is one such place, who have recently been forced to close their doors. The description of a ghost town quickly comes to mind when looking at the current state of this building, which shut down over the summer after a franchise decision. A note on the main entrance reads of a disgruntled workforce who seemed surprised at the swiftness of the closure, which has left dumbbells and bars gathering dust for months.
We apologise that the Energy Fitness Club in Southampton is currently closed. This club is part of the franchise network but trades as an independent company. We're working hard to resolve the issues caused by the actions of the franchisees. At this point in time, we're hoping to reopen the club early next week.
As a statement from the Energy headquarters seems to have ended any chance of a revival.
We're sorry to tell you that Energy Fitness Southampton has closed and will not be reopening.
Pure Gym Central is similarly also part of a larger network, but seems relatively undisturbed by the emergence of Solent's new building, and has even seen an increase in some areas of traffic. Company policy meant filming wasn't possible for club manager Craig McCarthy, but he isn't surprised by the development at Energy.
I don't know anyone from Energy Fitness, so I can't speak on their behalf. It was quite a small gym. It was getting a little bit tired. I don't know how long it's been open for, but it's about 3 or 4 years, I imagine.
The university gym has only just opened its doors, but there are already a large amount of people making use of brand new equipment and facilities on offer. Instructor Elliot Pottle is happy to see more people focusing on their fitness.
There was a recent closure of a gym just up the road from here, Energy Fitness, so quite a few of them have started coming here. A few of the people that used to work there now actually work at this gym. It's never good for a gym to really close down. I think it's good to be competitive with all the different gyms in the area, but obviously it does benefit us in a way because obviously we've received members from that gym.
The Solent Redhawks have seen a huge increase in participation this year. Numbers have more than doubled at training compared to last season. Involvement in the American sport has steadily increased due to the arrival of the NFL in London. This has seen a 300% increase in ticket sales over the last 5 years. Josh Walford reports.
We're here at Solent University's Test Park Sports Facility, where the football season is well underway. However, it might not be the football that you are expecting. With the Raiders facing the Bears in London this weekend, we have come down to Solent Redhawks to find out whether NFL London has improved the popularity of the sport in the UK.
Statistics show that the popularity of the game in the UK has rocketed over the past decade, with the demand for NFL London tickets increasing by over 300% in the past 5 years. Red Hawks coach Marcus Brown, who played for the side last season, has seen an increase in participation during the early weeks of this campaign.
We've gotten a bunch of new players, like a new core when it comes to the team, and compared to numbers last year where training we would get roughly 18 to 20, we couldn't even do a full scrimmage, to now having 40, 50 turning up to training, we can actually get into those game scenarios and actually better ourselves.
The increase in numbers at Red Hawks training appears to be a sign of trends elsewhere, with official data stating that levels of involvement in the sport nationwide have increased by 30% over the past 3 years. Team captain Harry Stevens feels that a larger squad can help the Red Hawks this season, as they bid to gain promotion back to Division 1 through the playoffs.
We would like to finish with a positive record. We have a new core, a lot of new players, and we're excited. It's just getting bigger and bigger, with teams like the Seattle Seahawks joining with Tottenham Hotspur, making that new stadium. It's just becoming more and more engrossed in society nowadays.
The Red Hawks season begins on the 3rd of November as they travel to take on the University of West England. With the Bears and the Raiders on their way to London ahead of this weekend, the future of the sport looks bright in the UK.
Pat, did you think about trying out for the Red Hawks this year?
I tried out for once, but then I realised I actually want to keep my legs.
Anyway, we can now cross over live to the Staplewood training ground, where our reporter Seb Zaney has been listening to Ralph Hasenhüttl ahead of Southampton's game against Chelsea on Sunday. Seb, what's the latest?
Yes, I'm here at the press conference centre at the Staplewood training ground in Southampton. A few minutes ago, Ralph Hasenhüttl held his pre-match press conference ahead of the game against Chelsea at St Mary's on Sunday afternoon. The Austrian manager insisted on the fact his team needs to improve after last week's defeats at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Let's find out what he had to say.
I know about our record against Chelsea, and yeah, it's a very, very strong team. It's a team that is young, hungry, good, committed, with a good spirit. So, if you want to get something, you really have to come very close to the highest level you can perform. I think it's not a coincidence that they won the last 3 games, also in the Champions League. So they are in good shape in the moment. And we at home, we haven't won so far. It wasn't the easiest schedule we had against Liverpool, Man United, and Bournemouth. The Bournemouth game was really the one we had the biggest chance maybe to take something. But yeah, finally, it's every game very, very difficult in the Premier League. And on Sunday we have a strong opponent.
Ralph Hasenhüttl insisting on the fact his team needs to step up a level against Chelsea this weekend. The other local rival, Bournemouth, is travelling to the Emirates, so the place to be in Southampton on Sunday is definitely St Mary's at 2 p.m. for Southampton against Chelsea.
Thank you very much, Seb. Some interesting news coming then from the Saints.
That's all from us this afternoon. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social media channels.
And we will see you next Friday. Goodbye for now.